Hey guys, it's me, Damian Clements here, coming at you from my squalid cave. But my squalid cave is besides the point because today, me and my buddy Owen are gonna teach you a thing or two about how to read like a professor. And how do you read like a professor, you might ask? Well, I'm about to tell you. Firstly, you gotta know what you're talking about. You gotta know how geography can affect the story. Okay, so geography can do many things to change up your story. Like it could be the catalyst to start the story. Think an adventurer adventuring into a new land where he can start his adventure. While geography can be the catalyst for a story to happen, sometimes in other stories, it can be like a character itself. And while I have an example for this, I'm gonna have to break with the official read like a professor textbook here, because it only has really weird examples that I don't think any of us recognize. And when I say some weird examples, I'm talking about Australian crypto fascism, which all relates to geography somehow. Alright, so enough with the weird book examples, it's time to move on to my example of how geography can sometimes act as a character in some books. Alright, so my example is Lord of the Flies, written by some old dude, this old dude to be specific, and it's something we all had to read, so we'll all hopefully understand it. Alright, so Lord of the Flies has these bunches of little boys, and these little boys fell out of an airplane or something onto a deserted island. And as you do on a deserted island, they go a bit mad, they stab the pig, and while they're going mad, they, start talking about the island like it's a real thing, and like it's a spirit with them. And, the whole book itself is really just about the island's effects on the boys anyway, so, you know. Now that we have that example out of the way that took me 20 minutes to record because I can't say little boys correctly, now it's time to move on to how seasons and weather can affect a story. Oh wait, oh no, I'm about to go through a tunnel. If only there was someone who would record voice lines and do nothing else. Oh my goodness, is that who I think it is? It's Owen Newsom. He would do this thing. And then he did the thing.
The seasons and weather always play a big part in everyone's day. Summer can make people more playful and energetic because of the sun and the sense of freedom, while winter can make people calm and collected because there's no big sense of urgency. The time plays a big role in writing, too. Whole huge parts of the stories can be determined by the season the characters are in. You wouldn't want to have a story mainly outdoors in the winter, unless you want your protagonists to be very cold. Most seasons have a specific feeling that it holds for everyone, whether it's being sad in the wintertime because you can't go outside without a jacket, or if it's the best feeling in the world because you love snow more than anything else. This makes seasons a complex matter to deal with. Many cultures have important holidays that land in a season for a reason, like Christmas being at the end of the year because the birth of Christ symbolizes a rebirth of God, like the year being reborn after December. A lot of things also couldn't happen during some seasons, like the play A Midsummer Night's Dream, in which two groups of people are lost in the woods and spend the night mingling with fairies and discovering themselves. A Midwinter Night's Dream would be a whole different play, probably involving a lot of hypothermia. Overall, seasons can determine a lot of stories, plots, and underlying themes, sometimes without you even realizing it.
Well, Owen, wasn't that informative? Anyway, thank you for watching this whole thing. I spent way too long on it, and, I want you to walk away with this one last thing.
Fairies and discovering themselves.